Giving it all we got, giving it all we can, giving it all we got. Oh, climbing up to the top of the world, no fear, we're gonna make it. Everything we want is ours. Whoa.
Morning from the Thai farm, where it's colorful. I heard some rustling of the leaves. Oh, dang, look at that. My alligator. That's just crocodile. Ain't no alligators in Thailand. Isn't that weird? But I did want to come over. I do have my pond cam on there. Still haven't figured that out to get it, live, like 24-hour live. I can't do it, man. I need a different kind of camera. I don't know. I always hear stuff jumping around here when I come by in the pond. It's a plethora of life on the farm. Better check it out, man. See if I can get this. I see Mr. Crab over here. What are you doing there, Mr. Crab? Hey, Mr. Crab. He's like, leave me alone. Oh, hey, there's Mr. Beetle over there. I've seen these in the water sometimes, but I don't know how they get out in the water. Come on, bro. The big horned beetle. Maybe I could save him. Oh, there you go. Hey, what's up, bro? Probably puking up water. I remember in the early days when I used to come to Thailand, mostly Bangkok. Occasionally I'd take a trip out to some small city where they'd have a village kind of stuff, but mostly Bangkok, in the 80s or early 90s. And walking the streets of Bangkok, they had everything. That was when all the vendors were allowed, on the street. So every street was full, both sides of vendors selling everything you can possibly imagine. And one of the things they sold were bugs, not the kind you eat. Of course, they sold a million of those, but were like beetles, and these big old horned beetles, or what they call rhinoceros beetle, and all kinds of other ones. And they were selling like in little glass frames. They had like a little box, with a glass behind the glass, and they'd have like 8 or 10 of these different kind of beetles, maybe a couple horned beetles, different kind of sizes of beetles. And I thought it was really cool. I was like, wow. Well, not one, because at that time I think I was teaching science, so it was always cool. I thought, oh, I should buy those and bring them back to my classroom. But if I remember right, I don't think you could bring them back. I don't think you could leave the country with that stuff, or you could probably leave with it, but then when you got to U.S. immigration, or I lived on the island, but still, when you got to immigration, they'd be going, no. Even if it wasn't a law against it, they'd have these doubts, and then they say, well, to err on the side of caution, that's going to be a no. So there was a lot of stuff I remember that I saw that I wanted, but I knew I didn't bring it because it would probably be confiscated. Yeah, trippy, man. She's still alive. Barely. Hey, they probably fall out of the tree, or they come looking for something else, get on one of them lily pads, and then perish. Water's gone down a little bit, but not too terribly much. There's still a million little olives on the ground. My Thai olives, boom. Hey, you know what? They're about the size of a golf club, a golf ball. I wonder if I should bring a golf club out here and just fucking have some fun. Thai golf. One of the reasons I put these benches out here, they were, if you saw from one of my first videos or whatever, when I was first dealing with stuff, fixing stuff, these little porcelain, or actually cement benches were all piled up on the bank over there. They were like, I think there were 6 of them, and you can't lift that thing up. So I had to use a dolly, had to kind of tilt it up, use a dolly, get them all over here, but I put them all around the pond. And you know, not just because it looks kind of cool, but because if you just sit there and ponder, no pun intended, but if you sit there and just, you know, relax, you'll wind up seeing stuff. Not only all the fish and this and that, but you know, there's an incredible amount of nature around the pond and on the farms, in the farmland in Thailand. If you're real quiet and you're real still, they might even come up on you like a snake. But I enjoy it because it's quiet and because it's real nice. That's why we got this, all these lilies, you know, because there's some serenity there, some peacefulness in a noisy world. All the static you get from city life is removed when you live on the farm. Yeah. That's also why I put that pond cam. You know, it's just, when I look at it, like you know, I can go to the website and look at it, but it's a login thing, so I can't. And I think there's only, you know, 10 people can log in at the same time or something, and so I'd have to share the login for that site in order for people to look at the pond cam. And I mean, I do that, but you know, it's only 10 people, so what's the point? The idea was I wanted to set it up so you could just go to the website and click on the cam or whatever, and you'd see it live, and you just watch the pond like I do, and you see stuff. Especially if you're watching it like on your big screen TV, you can see stuff, man. It's real cool. I like it. I like it a lot, but I haven't figured that one out for y'all yet. Sometimes I can go live on the pond cam and link that to my OBS, you know, live stream, but I'd have to sit at my computer while I was live streaming that cam for y'all to see it, for everybody just to log on and see it. But I'd be limited, you know, I'd be having these little, I think it timed out after, it said 30 minutes, but I think it times out after, you know, 15 or 10 or something, unless I'm doing something with it. So I suppose if I played with it and I was just live and I was scanning, look over there on the pond, look over here on the pond, you know, moving the directional part of the camera and doing all that, I could run the live stream for 30 minutes, maybe. Maybe I could try that, but you know, my point was that I wanted to just have an active cam, nature cam, that anybody in the world could see it and watch it. But it's not too hot right now. That's a good thing. I hope the cooler weather is prevailing and it starts to come in and we cool down a little bit. Like really cold in the morning. What's that? Oh, that was my hat. I heard something and I heard my hat hitting these leaves right here. I was like, hey, what's that? There's something in the tree. Durr. I had a dream, that's right, last night. It just dawned on me right now. I had a dream last night that I saw a big old snake in the tree. Like about that fat around and a big old head, you know, like an anaconda kind of head. Whoa, hey, wait a minute. I'll bet you whatever that was in the pond, I'm probably gonna be able to catch it when I look in my camera after when I review this video. See what I'm talking about? Stuff jumping around and stuff. That might have been a fish, maybe getting one of them skeeters. You know, those water, what do you call them? They skip across the top of the water like a mosquito. Fish will be out there. Tom. Yeah. I can hear it. I always hear frogs jump as I walk around. The road out front's getting a little more traffic than I like to see, because you know, when you're out on the farm land, just like if you're anywhere that is where there's no obstructions, you can hear everything. You can hear voices. But yeah, I mean, basically, even way over there on the other side of the farm, if there was a guy over there and he was like, hey Craig, I would hear him right here. He wouldn't even have to yell that loud, and I could hear him. Because there's nothing obstructing the sound, so it travels unobstructed. That's why even though my road, the front road, is way out there. What's up, bird? Let me see. Even though the front road is way out there, when a truck drives by with a loud muffler or this or that, I can hear it pretty darn good. And if you watch my videos on the, you know, when I'm big old cobweb in my camera, I'm making that front gate, you can hear that raceway in the background, especially when I fast forward the videos. You're hearing meow 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 on the motorcycle guys. Another big old cobweb. There's still a decent amount of water in the canal, but not nearly as much as it was. But I still should go get that new trap. Hey man, you guys want some more bananas? Boom. We've got a while to go yet, but I had to prop it up because, again, this big old tree is going to be falling down. I just stuck my hand in another spider web. That's my next burn pile. But it's not crispy dry yet. Whoa. Yeah, this is definitely a spider web place. I don't know if you can see that spider. But yeah, man. I try to remember to carry like a stick or something with me when I'm walking around the farm. Not only so I can fend off any creatures, but also so I can just, you know, knock down the cobweb before I get to it. Before it gets to me, I should say. Oh, here you have, oh, this is, here's some of my Saipan friends who know this. All right, hey. You know what that is, right? That's noni. I mean, I know it as noni, where they put it in the plastic, make some noni juice, let it ferment in there. I think that's what I remember. Noni juice. I don't know what the Thai name is. I could probably find out. Any snakes? Any snakes? Gotta look under stuff. I saw a big old snail over here the other day. It was like, you know, size of my hand, or bigger. It was one of those, what's it called? You know, the ones that have the spiral or the cone. Maybe I find a picture of that. But it was big. I was like, whoa, I never saw them that big. Normally I see them, they're about the size of, you know, about the size of your thumb or something like that. Not too long. But that one over there was some kind of king size. I was like, wow, you had a good life, you know. You gotta live a little bit longer to grow that big. So it did. I did some bush cutting yesterday. I cut all that in there and cut all the way back. I did see one of the papaya trees over there fell over also. So I had to prop it up. Propped it up with a brick. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Yeah. This tree's a favorite of the cats because it's got that gentle incline. They can run up in there, and he sits way up in there. It's good because the dog can't get him. I was out when I come out this morning checking on the gate, and right out there in the grass area over there, I saw something. I was like, what is that? And I got closer, and it was a dog. And I guess he had saw me coming like early, and he scrouched down, like he totally squatting down, just trying to look over the top of the rice at me, you know. So I started running up towards him, and he's like, oh shoot, and he took off that way. I ran across that way, got the heck out of here. I don't know what he's doing, if he was just maybe in the middle of the field looking for stuff, or maybe he was, you know, waiting to get a bird or something. Bird dog. He could have been. But he might have saw me from way back here or something, and I'm gonna stay still. As a human, he can see me from far away. I have to be careful. We don't usually leave trash in our trash can up here at night, like well, I mean, we leave trash in there, but not any food trash, you know. Certainly if we were barbecuing or any fish bones or any of that other stuff, we take that all up to the front, put it in the trash can by the gate. That way, just, you know, there's nothing they can smell, or if they're traveling through here, there's nothing that they can say, hey man, let me knock over that trash can. Well, they still do that sometimes. I don't know what I'm going to be doing this morning. I don't really feel much of nothing. Gotta wait for the power guy for the front gate project. But I'm sure I'll probably figure out something to get into. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Nice little walk and talk with me on my Thai farm. on our Thai farm. And well, thanks for watching, and if you have, and keep watching. Now I'll get back at you with more life on our Thai farm.